What's going down, clown? Pacer. Pacer, come. Come here, Pacer. Good dog. Good dog. Now we have a paper template plan to fill out. Pacer, you gonna help me with this talk? Why don't you sit up? People want to see you. People want to see you too. All right, so what do we have? A blank slate, a training plan here. This is how we do our grids for our plans, much more detailed, Coach Taney and I, for individual athletes, custom plans, but also our tried and true training plans on our website, Higher Running. You start usually working backwards actually, and we have a time frame, because we have a race date. The UTMB 100-mile race, it's actually about 106 miles, 33,000 feet of climbing, so 10,000 meters, 170 kilometers roughly, depends on the year, trail conditions sometimes. That's the goal in just 13 weeks time, 13 weeks from today basically. This is Friday when I'm filming here, so I'm going to fill in 14 weeks on this plan. A lot of our plans are 16 weeks long, some could even be 20 weeks, some may only be 12 weeks, but generally you're going to want a plan that's longer than 10 weeks, especially if you're specifically training for something, but it does depend on what you did before. Of course, I just did the Canyons 100K before and was training for hilly ultramarathons before that, so kind of lends itself into UTMB training. That being said, I gotta write down some really specific things on here in this plan in terms of hitting mileage goals, vertical gain per week goals, long run goals, and the types of quality workout goals that I'm gonna use to hopefully prepare myself best for a course like UTMB in this time frame. And it keeps you accountable. Things don't always go to plan. They're probably not gonna go exactly to plan, huh, Pacer? Sometimes we have to make adjustments and changes along the way, but you don't want to be just blindly going off, on a whim and forgetting to do certain things. Some people could get away with it. I can't. I just go out and play in the mountains and want to ski all the time and not do the stuff I need to do when it needs to be done, unless I have a rough guideline or at least a rough plan for what's going on. So it gives you that framework, it gives you that accountability, gives you that insight, and I also like to put it up on my wall and fill out the plan and track kind of what I did. I look on STRAVA too, but I'll track how things have progressed, and I could look back on it to see what's deviated from the plan, but also feel good about the work that I've done thus far, including, I'll probably put last week on there. That's why I actually wrote 14 weeks out on here, because I want to say, okay, the training I did last week was already in mind for UTMB, and the races I'm going to do to prepare leading up to UTMB are also going to be part of that. More on that later. Alright, so in designing the training program, training plan, we have this calendar grid. Only 14 weeks, well now only 13 weeks, starting tomorrow on May 30th. We're going to only have 13 weeks before UTMB, so I write that in at the end of August there. August 26th is when the UTMB 100 miler starts. Alright, there she blows. Today is June 2nd, 2022. Ski season's not over yet. Well, we'll see. I think I might be carrying my skis to the top of this 14,000 foot plus peak here in Colorado. 14ers here in the backyard up the local hill, Mount Chavano, Angel of Chavano, close to Salida here. And going out to the trailhead, getting a leisure start, hopefully before 8 a.m. But yeah, there's a little snow up there in the Angel wing. They call it the Angel of Chavano because it fills in with snow. It looks like an angel. That's kind of the only snow that's left, and I'm not sure how far down the body goes. We'll see when we get up there. Ooh, yeah, a bit rough there. So yeah, as I ramp up my training, thinking with UTMB in the future, still doing alternative activities, whether it's ski mountaineering, ski-mo, and I'm obviously not a very good downhill skier, can't be taking big risks there, but yeah, hiking up these big mountains, power hiking, using that trekking pole or ski pole. Coordination and action is important, as well as being able to have a strong power hike, because a lot of UTMB is climbing and power hiking up really steep grades, over 20% grade, but I do have to get my running legs used to the pounding and the mileage, especially on the downhills. But skiing's been fun, especially in the winter, transitioning here in the high country. We always get these late May snowstorms, so you know, at this altitude you can usually find snow most of the year, and yeah, just trying to enjoy these great mountain views out here, and get up in the high country when it makes sense. Today it definitely doesn't make sense to go up Chavano on skis. I think I'll be carrying them and boot packing a lot, but we'll see. Try not to hurt myself, have some fun, and after this maybe retire the skis for the summer, but we'll get up in the high country more. Racking vertical is also really key, and when you do these mountains you get a lot of times over 4,000 feet of climbing, which isn't crazy, but it's a good amount, and the high altitude really challenges the heart and lung efficiency as well, and so try to get my breathing improved and more efficient. It's great for that, as well as kind of a break from all the high intensity running and the hill repeats that I'm also going to start doing as I build the my aerobic base leading into UTMB and other mountain races this summer. Let's get up there. All right, 7:50 a.m. at the trailhead. Sun is out. Man, this pack looks heavy though. Ski touring mode is activated. Alright, it's almost a half mile in. Getting pretty warm out already. This pack's getting heavy. But you fork off the Colorado Trail here onto the standard route up Chavano. Still deciding if we're going to try to hike up the Angel, body of the Angel bottom. You have to go off trail a bit. It's the winter route that you could usually skin pretty efficiently, but I know there's not very much snow left there, and it's really rocky, kind of a boulder field, but it would let us check out the snow conditions on the way up, so I'm tempted to go that way. It'll be my first time doing that. Of course, the standard route up Chavano, I've done in a lot of previous videos. You can check them out below. Most recently with Pacer and Ray and Sandy, and that was last fall. All right, let's get up there. I got the high top version, hiking version of the Hoka Speed Goat on here. Good traction, Vibram outsole. A little wet down here, milky. I'm about 2 miles in, I think, 3.2K. And yeah, you can take a left split here, climber's left, kind of off the main trail. The main trail swings off to the right, goes around. This may or may not be shorter. It could be a lot longer. So it's a gnarly route. Of course, it's the snow route in the winter, so you could start skinning a bit lower, maybe down here, up in this gully, but it's gonna be a lot of rock hopping. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be rough, but maybe we'll be able to skin a little on the way up at the base of the Angel. Let's get up there and see. When there's more snow in the winter or it's unstable, I think there definitely could be avy danger up in this gully up here. So we'll be looking for that in rockfall. It's pretty late in the season though. There's not much snow left, but we'll see how steep it is. All right, so I've climbed about 1,500 vertical feet. A lot of down trees in this area. I'm gonna take a Canaday Spring Energy Gel. Check them out, Spring Energy plug. Also got the Snow Blast pack on by Camelback here. Take a sip of water. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, let's get up there. All right, not gonna lie, this kind of sucks. Trying to navigate this labyrinth of trees and rocks.
when I scouted this a couple weeks ago, still big snow drifts here, but still be hard to skin because all the down trees. We're working our way up towards that gully. These rocks here. Man, I need a nature up bar. Gotta get fueled up for this climb. Nature up, spring energy, delicious. Oh, we hit snow. So look at this. Kind of at the bottom of the Angel here. Oh, there's some skiers there. Maybe put on the skins here. See if we can skin up. Let's see. Should have started earlier. It's the south-facing slope, so I should have known better. Just too lazy. I don't like to wake up early. There's a branch off to the left there. Looks like you could cut up, but it's kind of steep, and I don't know. The snow's getting slushy. Also ran into some hikers on the way down here. I think they slid down. He lost a crampon, so I'm gonna go try to retrieve it. I think it's near the bottom of the Angel body there, straight ahead. So might have to do some rock hopping here. Take the skis off to get up there, and then we might be boot packing. It's pretty slippy and steep pitch. All right, base of the Angel here. See if we can skin up this. Back to boot packing. Conditions are deteriorating. It is slushy and slippery and a steep pitch, so let's get up there. Oh, it's gonna be a workout. Angel wing. This is the body. We're gonna go up the left wing a bit. The summer trail's coming in across right up there, so you know, I'm gonna make the executive decision not to make the summit because A, I can't ski off the summit even if there was snow, which I don't think there is, and B, the snow is deteriorating so fast. I want to ski this before it turns into total mashed potato slushy consistency. I think I can ski it. It's pretty steep down there right after the split here, but this top part I could get a feel for it, and it seems like it's dangerous for me and my horrible downhill skiing. I'll bail and just walk down. So yeah, but the sun's out, it's warm, the snow's getting slushy. Let's get up there. 13,000 feet. We'll go 13,400 feet about. Get a view off the saddle there, hopefully on the backside, and see what it's like on the downs. Alright, end of the snow line here on the left Angel wing. Looking off to my right, summit of Chavano up there, and there is some snow, but it's a little sparse and rocky, and it's definitely steeper up there. So we're gonna make haste though, get this view off the backside, transition to downhill mode. I'm probably gonna put on a layer, put on my gloves in case I fall too, and yeah, hopefully the slush isn't going to be too bad. It's pretty slushy. It's starting to just sink in a bit, so that worries me, but we'll see. Up here at 13,000 feet, almost 3,500 feet of vertical gain, just under 2.5 hours on the run time to get up to this saddle. About 13,400 feet. Put that in meters there. Beautiful day. Downhill skiing, this is not going to be glorious. I'm just going to survival ski it. Try not to fall and hurt myself or die. Not in it for the downhill glory. This is not going to be fast. In it for the uphill workouts. So we'll see what we could do. Try to turn the Insta360 on. Full send, pacer. Full send. First turn's the worst turn. Woo. All right, so that was fun. A little slushy, nothing too crazy. You can see my turns. They're not expert turns. I'm obviously a noob ski mountaineering, but I know Chavano with Mount Sherman and Quandary, which I've already done, is considered are the easiest 14ers and probably the only 14ers that I'll be skiing in the state of Colorado. So no crazy dreams of doing anything dangerous and avalanche danger, though you definitely could have avalanche danger in this area if there was a lot of snow for sure, so got to be careful. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the skis off here before I scratch them on the rocks. I think I'm gonna go ahead and strap them on, boot pack all the way out, actually change into my Hokas because it's a lot of bushwhacking down here, and fun little outing on Chavano. Really proud of the turns I was able to make. Yeah, great skiing. Part of the angel, at least, of Chavano. Let's get back to the car. All right, so it's the next day. I'm outside of Lake City, Colorado here, waiting for Sandy to finish up a long run. I just put in 18 miles and 5K vert. She's going even farther. And yeah, there's a cool bird up here in this tree. It's like a falcon. I'm gonna go check him out actually from a distance with my long range lens. Maybe some bird watchers could identify this bird, but he was flying around, or maybe she was flying around, mama bird, around the nest when I ran under on the road, and I was worried I was gonna get attacked maybe, but I told her I was vegan, so it's okay. Anyway, wrapping up that schema session in this episode of training for UTMB 2022. Yeah, still June, still skiing. What's the point of going skimo on these 14ers still? It's actually a lot of fun. That's the first point. I had probably at least 2,000 feet on the Angel of Chavano there, which, you know, fun is one point. The second thing is the aesthetics of the line, of the mountain, the contours, the appreciation of the mountains, moving in the mountains. I've been up Chavano a lot on the summer trail, hiking Nolan's 14 line to the summit in different ways, but never on skis and not up the Angel of Chavano, which is filled with snow in this cool formation for most of the year. And, you know, it being June, I knew I had a couple days before it melts out more and the rocks start poking out. I knew Avi danger was low because there's barely any snow left, so I went for it. And I'm really glad I did. But the beauty of the mountains, experiencing the mountain, that new perspective is another big point of appreciation of the mountains. You get a different view, a different perspective, just enjoying the essence, so to speak, I guess. See, it's hard to explain if you ask the question. And then, of course, the utilitarian aspect of ski mountaineering, alpine touring, AT skis, whatever you want to call it, backcountry, is that, you know, I got backcountry binding so I could go off-piste and go on these mountain trails, no Avi danger, not for me, I'm not that good, and, you know, pretty mellow grades for a 14,000 foot peak in Colorado, and embrace the snow, which we have a lot of for most of the year in the high country. So in the winter and in through late spring, you're getting a lot of snow. So if you want to get up high, it's really the most efficient way to travel. That being said, I did beat some hikers yesterday, but I was kind of moving slow because obviously I had to boot pack a lot, and I was carrying my skis on my back for a good portion through the woods there. But in the winter, if the line was longer and you had to you had to ski all of that, it would be better than snowshoes because you wouldn't cave in as much, you could glide. It's an extremely efficient way of traveling on snow in the high country. Getting in a really good workout, my pack weighed 30 pounds, and then the trekking pole arm motion, which I think is really important for UTMB. And it's not a coincidence that a lot of the guys that do really well at UTMB and women come from some sort of skiing background. A lot of them, especially the European side, it seems like, do ski mountaineering actually. And you're looking at Francois Dane and Kilian Jornet and those types of people. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, Francois Dehane, maybe. But yeah, multiple winners of UTMB. And you know, you go back, Courtney DeWalter came from cross-country skiing background, I believe. So you get efficient with using poles and power hiking, which you have to do a lot of at UTMB. So yeah, I'm gonna hang up the skis pretty soon here, do some more mountain stuff. As the snow melts in the high country, it's good to get up high. So that's what we'll be closing in on our next episode, training for UTMB 2022. Thank you so much for following along. Be sure to subscribe to get notifications for the newest videos coming out. I'm still gonna do training talks and other vlogs, stuff like that, but really wanna push this series this summer as I prepare for the UTMB 2022. Hope you're doing well. Thanks to the Patreon supporters for really making this channel possible. Also, shout out to title sponsor Hoka, keeping the dream alive, and Chorus Globo, Roka Shades, Camelback. What can I say? Thank you for buying our training plans at higherrunning.com. It really helps Coach Sandy and I out a lot. So again, hope you're doing well. Like this video if you like these, and stay tuned for more via 2Max Productions.